A 635-kilogram grizzly suddenly attacks another bear, and the man standing inches away doesn't flinch. He steps forward, points, and scolds the giant predator like a disobedient child. The bear lowers its head in shame. Behind this moment is a story nobody saw coming. Tucked away in Otisville, New York, far from the noise of the city, there is a place that exists somewhere between a home and a miracle. You won't find it easily. There are no flashing signs, no admission tickets, no gift shops. What you will find, if you're lucky enough to visit, is something that makes you question everything you thought you knew about the boundary between humans and wild animals. Jim and Susan have spent over 2 decades building this life not for themselves, but for the animals that had nowhere else to go. In 2015, they formally established Kojin, a nonprofit wildlife sanctuary. But long before the paperwork, long before the official name, they were already out there rescuing, rehabilitating, and refusing to give up on the creatures that most people had written off. The sanctuary is home to 11 species of bears alone. Bears, plural, 11 kinds. And alongside them, squirrels, ducks, deer, and a rotating population of animals that arrived broken and left whole, or, in some cases, never left at all. Because here's the thing about Jim and Susan's world. Not every animal can go back. Some come in so severely injured that releasing them into the wild would be a death sentence, a slow one. And when that happens, Jim and Susan don't hand them off. They don't look the other way. They make a decision that reshapes their entire lives. You're staying. You're family now. Jimmy arrived when he was just 3 months old. He was impossibly small then, at least. Small for what he would become. His mother was gone. The wildlife park that took him in meant well, perhaps, but good intentions don't feed a baby bear. They don't provide warmth. They don't sit with a frightened cub at 2 in the morning when the dark feels too big and too quiet. Jimmy wasn't thriving. He was surviving, and barely. That's when Jim and Susan stepped in. They brought him home. They fed him. They stayed up with him. They gave him something that no wildlife park, no matter how well funded, can manufacture from scratch. The feeling of being genuinely, unconditionally loved. And Jimmy felt it. You can see it now in the way he moves around Jim, not cautiously, not with the coiled tension of a wild animal tolerating a human presence, but freely, eagerly. Jimmy presses his enormous head against Jim's chest. He leans in for back scratches with the contented weight of a creature that has never once questioned whether it belongs. He kisses the top of Jim's head. He wraps his arms that could crush a car door around the man who raised him, and he holds on. This is Jimmy's love language. Clumsy, enormous, overwhelming, and completely genuine. He is, by every measure that matters, Jim's son. There is a moment that people who have seen the footage never quite forget. Jimmy and Jenny, the 2 massive Kodiak grizzlies who share the sanctuary, are playing. Or at least, it starts as playing. But somewhere in the blur of fur and movement and snapping jaws, it tips over into something sharper, something real. Jenny yelps. Jimmy has gone too far. Jim was right in the middle of it. 2 massive grizzlies. 1 man. He didn't step back. He spoke up. He points at Jimmy the way fathers have pointed at misbehaving children since the beginning of time, and the message is unmistakable across every language, across every species. That was wrong. You know better than that. And Jimmy, 635 kilograms of apex predator, an animal capable of dismantling a tree with 1 swipe, shrinks. Not physically, but in the way that matters. His eyes drop. His posture shifts. He is, in this moment, a child who got caught. Jim then turns to Jenny. He reaches up and cups her massive face in his hands. His touch is unhurried. Gentle. You're okay. I'm here. Don't be scared. And Jenny settles just like that. 2 bears, 1 man. A family drama that looks, in all the ways that count, exactly like every family drama you've ever witnessed at a dinner table. Jim isn't the only one who found something extraordinary in this place. Susan and Jenny have built something of their own, a relationship that has deepened over years, layered with 1,000 quiet mornings and patient afternoons, until it became something that neither of them seems able to name, but both of them clearly feel. She looks at me like I'm her mother, Susan says, and there's no performance in her voice when she says it, just quiet wonder. Just the soft amazement of someone who is still, after all these years, not quite able to believe how lucky she is. Jenny follows Susan around the property with the devoted, slightly too close energy of a child who doesn't want their parent to leave the room. She leans into Susan's touch. She goes calm in ways she doesn't go calm for anyone else. And Susan? Susan goes calm too. I love being near her, she says. And it makes me so happy that even after all these years, she still feels that way about me. Jim is not naive about what he lives with. He knows. He has always known exactly what these animals are. He doesn't pretend that love cancels physics, or that affection changes biology. Jimmy and Jenny are not dogs. They are not tame. They are wild animals who have chosen every single day to be gentle with the people they love. And that choice could, theoretically, change. Think of the strongest person you know, Jim says, and multiply that by 1,000. That's what you're dealing with. He has thought about this. He has sat with it, and he has made his peace. Because here is what Jim also knows. Sometimes Jimmy doesn't realize his own strength. When you try to walk away, Jim explains with a laugh that holds just a trace of nervousness beneath it. Jimmy grabs your sleeve. He pulls you back. He wants 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes, always. And what do you do when a half-ton bear wants 5 more minutes with you? You stay. You look at that face, that enormous, ridiculous, utterly lovable face, and you stay. In 21 years, neither Jimmy nor Jenny has ever hurt Jim or Susan. Not once. In a world that is quick to declare what is and isn't possible, what belongs together, and what should be kept apart, this family exists anyway, quietly, daily, undeniably. They have buried 4 bears over the years, 4 members of their family, and Jim and Susan visit the grave sites. They grieve. They remember. It's the same as losing a child, Susan says, and the simplicity of it, the total lack of exaggeration in her voice, makes it land harder than any dramatic speech could. They loved, they lost, and they kept going, because the animals still need them. The sanctuary runs on donations. Not a single person who works there draws a salary. Every cent that comes in goes directly back to the animals' better food, better facilities, a better life. Jim and Susan's dream is to establish a fund that outlives them. A way to make sure that when they are gone, this place, this extraordinary, improbable, beautiful place, keeps going. This center is built on love, Jim says. That's all it ever was. 2 bears, 2 humans, 20+ years of mornings and meals and arguments and makeups and back rubs and watermelon and marshmallows and love, love, love in every form it can possibly take. There is a moment in every remarkable life when you have to decide what you believe about the world. Whether you think connection is limited to the familiar, whether you think love has edges. Jim and Susan decided a long time ago that it doesn't. And somewhere in Otisville, New York, a 635-kilogram bear is waiting for his back scratch, his 5 more minutes, his quiet afternoon in the sun beside the man he has always called in, the only language available to him, Dad. And Jim is already on his way, because that's what fathers do. If this story moved you, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll see you in the next video.